take some customer examples. So we have a software as a service customer. They currently are co-locating their servers at a different location. And their application roughly looks like this. They're Windows-based, primary domain controller, backup domain controller. They have a series of web servers in SQL. They have 4 sets of those, all servicing a different customer population, so non-redundant. And that's pretty much their entire application. Then on top of that, they have load balancers and firewalls. So today, their major issue is they're paying a lot of money for this. They're paying a lot of money in licensing. They're paying a lot of money in hardware, co-location. They're having to eat the depreciation. This does not make economic sense for them. So for less dollars than what they're currently spending today, we were able to build something that looks like this. So you start off with the load balancers. And again, they're going to have redundant load balancers, but these load balancers are probably going to be 5 to 6 times the size of the load balancers they were currently using. They're going to have the firewall context on our firewall, so they're going to go from a 100 meg throughput firewall to a 5-6 gig throughput firewall, so big increase there. All this stuff is going to sit behind DDoS protection. So now they're not going to have to worry about somebody knocking down their sites. So this is the first layer. And now behind here, we're going to virtualize all of these devices and make them virtual private servers. So the entire environment is going to go up into the cloud. So this is going to be, and we're going to be able to build out these virtual networks for them, a public network, a private network, all inside of our Nexus. And then they're going to be able to do this. So they have their primary domain controller. They have their backup domain controller. And here's where it gets kind of interesting. They're going to be able to actually separate out now and have redundant web servers and redundant SQL servers for every one of these pairs that they had before. Get tired of drawing here. One, two, three, one more. So now everything in the entire environment is redundant. Load balancers are load balancing between these web servers. And then the SQL boxes are clustered together. And then they're going to be able to build out an entire dev environment they did not have before. All of this running in 1 to 2 blades worth of virtual private servers. So we're going to take all the waste and all of the excess in this model where they had to separate out the functions because they didn't want to have code stomping on each other, and we're able to squeeze out all those extra cycles and return the savings back to the customer. This is one example of a customer scenario. We're able to do a whole lot more for less than what they were currently spending.